Okay, I'm here with
Steve.
okay
From Alexandria, Virginia.
okay, and Steve, before we were talking, you said that you are a business owner, and can you tell us a little bit about how inflation has affected you?
Well, I don't own it, but I do manage a large team. And I can tell you that although the job market seems pretty strong, I am not allowed by my superiors to hire more people right now. Unless someone leaves, I can hire someone new. So while on outward, my company, who I'm not going to mention, stock price is very good right now, on the inside, travel is very restricted. I can't take my team out to dinner, and I can't hire new people. So, if you look back to a year like 2021, I could get on a plane whenever I wanted to go out and see my team in different parts of the country, and now all of that spending is very much restricted.
So you intimated at the fact that there's kind of a mismatch between the stock price of your company and where what you can do with the company card, in a sense, right?
Yeah.
And so can you talk a little bit about that, how you kind of feel, why you feel that is, or just any kind of general feeling about that?
I think that they're trying to. I think they learned a lesson that they overhired a bit during the pandemic. There's a lot of work to do, but I think they learned that lesson that they just hired too much, too many people too quickly, and didn't necessarily have roles for all those people to continue doing during a slowdown. But I think what's honestly hurt my team the most and the morale is I've got folks in far-flung places, and I can't say, come to town, let me take you out to dinner, let me show you a good time. And as a result, the morale's just not there. Also, for a while, we couldn't even do what we call backfills, which is if someone does decide to leave, I couldn't hire a replacement. So then you have fewer people doing more work.
So that must create its own issues, of course. It sort of jives with the idea that a lot of people, the idea that you see on the internet, that a lot of people talk about, basically I'm doing more than I was a little while ago, and that's probably clearly has affected you, right? Because you said you can't, or your team, because you can't do backfills. Do you see that changing anytime soon?
I do. There's some bright clouds on the horizon, not dark ones. It's, of course, everything's still a little bit uncertain, but I think into 2024 it's going to be much the same, and then 2025 is probably looking up. But it really depends on some macroeconomic factors that we just don't know what's going to happen yet.
Right, exactly. So, Steve, you said that you keep encountering this idea of a soft landing, and you really don't know what it's going to mean. It sounds like you think that 2024 is probably, it sounds like optimistically is going to be the soft landing that you're looking for. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Well, what I'm really hoping for is that, because I just bought a condo here, and I needed to buy it when I needed to buy it. I couldn't really wait for mortgage rates to go back down. I'll just tell you, my rate was 6.5%. I know that they're higher than that for many people now. I keep seeing them go up. I hope that they are at their peak, but for me personally, I'm really hoping they get down to that level of about 4% or less, so I can comfortably do a refi. And then everything's just a little bit more expensive. That hasn't hurt me in the wallet as much as I'm sure it's hurt some people, but it's definitely stings as somebody who's got higher mortgage payments than ever.
Right. So, yeah, like you said, you got in at 6.5%, and this is not a cheap area to buy in by any means. Obviously, I hope the rate does come down for you so that you can refinance. You mentioned briefly that you've also seen other expenses rise because of inflation. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, there's this one thing that I do that as a busy working professional I really like. It's a service called Cooked Unity, where every Monday you can just pre-order meals to show up at your door, and it's all in a nice little reusable package, nothing you have to really throw away. I really, really like it, but for each meal was like $8.50, and I can tell you in 2021 you could get steak for $8.50. Now that steak is $16.50. For the $8.50 built-in price, you're getting like a pasta or something. And it's pretty good, but it's in 2021 I was getting steak.
Right.
Now I'm not.
Got you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that and just filling up a grocery cart is going down more expensive.
Absolutely, Steve. Well, it was great talking with you, and I appreciate your time and all of your insight.